We start off today's wrestling news and rumors video with a big moment that had occurred last night, because as most of you are likely aware, because of the fact that no superstar was declared the new NXT champion last week during the 4-way Iron Man match, William Regal booked a singles match between Finn Balor and Adam Cole for the vacant NXT title. And by all means, not only was this match fantastic, but Finn Balor has once again reached the top of the black and gold brand by winning the NXT championship for the second time in his career. And by all accounts, most fans are now confident that the WWE made the right choice by bringing Balor back to the NXT roster after being utilized in an unfavorable way on the company's main roster. One of our sources has mentioned that Vince has no plans of calling Balor up to the main roster anytime soon, with one new backstage rumor revealing that Triple H has essentially talked McMahon into Finn being a permanent talent for NXT moving forward. And while some fans would wonder why Balor would want to stay in NXT, considering the general consensus is that NXT is still somewhat the WWE's developmental brand, we have been told that Finn is making the same amount of money he was on the main roster, which is reportedly the main reason Finn agreed to the move down to NXT, not to mention the fact that Finn apparently thinks that if he's getting paid the same amount of money plus his merchandise sales, he would rather perform in NXT, where he's presented as a much bigger deal and attraction than on Raw or SmackDown. Let us know your thoughts on Finn Balor winning the NXT championship last night, and are you happy that Finn Balor is reportedly going to be staying in NXT until he decides to retire from wrestling, or do you think Finn should eventually get the chance to prove himself again on the WWE's main roster? Now, over the past few years, one of the biggest gripes from fans was definitely regarding the fact that it doesn't seem as though Vince McMahon is willing to listen to fans when it comes to a multitude of things related to the WWE, whether it be putting on better shows for Raw and SmackDown, pushing the right superstars and pulling back on always featuring part-time legends in the main spots, among a plethora of other WWE-related issues that fans have been faced with over the past few years. But despite the fact that Vince McMahon has garnered a reputation of being fairly stubborn and sticking to his own plans whether they are good or bad, Vince's daughter Stephanie McMahon has confirmed otherwise, because in a recent interview, Stephanie tried making it clear that Vince listens to the live audiences when fans are able to attend events, as well as the opinions and ideas of fans on social media as well, with Stephanie stating that Vince is always open to ideas whether from fans or his own WWE employees, as Vince apparently never knows where a great idea is going to come from, and is always listening and open to everything. Not surprisingly, Stephanie McMahon's recent comments about her father Vince listening to fans and his employees garnered a rather negative reaction from most fans, with many stating that the complete opposite is true where Vinnie Mac is concerned, with most fans believing that Vince McMahon does not listen to the fans in the slightest, and instead simply relies on his own ideas, which oftentimes seem rather outdated and not what the current wrestling fans of today are wanting to see. Let us know if you agree with Stephanie McMahon that Vince does actually listen to the fans and is more than open of getting ideas from fans and employees of WWE, or do you agree with most fans that this isn't true, and that Stephanie McMahon was simply just putting in a good word for her father, and that Vince doesn't really like listening to fans, and perhaps even sometimes does the opposite of what fans want to see? As most of you are likely aware, Triple H has yet to wrestle a match in WWE so far in 2020, and this has caused there to be many rumors regarding the fact that Triple H may have decided to quietly retire from in-ring competition, and instead put his full attention on his duties running the NXT brand. But according to a new leaked backstage rumor, Vince still has plans for Triple H to wrestle one final retirement match before the game hangs up the boots. And if a new rumor proves to be true, Triple H's last match in the WWE may be against another superstar who is planning on retiring very soon. As we had touched upon in our last video, new rumors have revealed that AJ Styles is planning on retiring in the near future from WWE, and if you hadn't known, AJ had also recently mentioned that he would love the idea to be Triple H's final match in WWE, and according to one of our sources, Vince is very much behind this idea, and thinks it would be the perfect send-off performance for both superstars, due to the fact that AJ Styles would be more than capable of making it very easy for Triple H to have a fantastic last match, due to Styles' immense talent and selling ability. While we had previously stated that AJ Styles could be gone from WWE as soon as October 2020, one source has mentioned that Vince is now trying to get AJ Styles to consider staying in the WWE for a bit longer, with McMahon reportedly wanting to book the AJ Styles vs Triple H match as one of the marquee matches at next year's WrestleMania 37 pay-per-view event, with the match being marketed as a farewell bout for both superstars. And one source has mentioned that considering both Triple H and AJ Styles would be retiring after their their bout, the WWE would likely book Triple H to win the match, since it would not make much sense for Hunter to put over Styles if they're both retiring, and Triple H definitely has a lot more seniority behind the scenes in WWE, making it an obvious choice for Triple H to win his last match. Make sure you guys let us know your thoughts on both Triple H and AJ Styles planning to retire from in-ring action very soon, and would you be down with the WWE booking a double retirement match for Styles and Triple H at WrestleMania 37 next year, or do you think Hunter should face another superstar as his last ever match in WWE? We now have our main story featured in this video, and it is regarding the new and rather exciting rumors that have been going around about the WWE planning for the new Monstrous Heel Roman Reigns to get a completely new look with new ring gear, and perhaps even a new theme song as well, for Roman's upcoming Universal Championship match against his cousin Jey Uso at the upcoming Clash of Champions 2020 pay-per-view event. Now, ever since Seth Rollins turned on Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns back in 2014 and officially disbanded the Shield faction with all 3 stars going their separate way, most wrestling fans were hopeful that the WWE would essentially repackage the big dog with new ring attire and a new theme song as well, to distance Reigns from the Shield stigma, but that never ended up happening, and Roman Reigns has stayed pretty much the same ever since, with most believing that Roman was desperately in need of a change of pace to freshen things up. And while the WWE recently turning Roman Reigns heel and shockingly aligning with Paul Heyman is a great start, there's no doubt that many wrestling fans are anticipating the WWE to change up the new heel Roman Reigns ring attire and gear to match his new gimmick, and if a new leaked backstage rumor proves to be true, that is exactly what will happen for Clash of Champions 2020, when it is rumored that the new heel Roman Reigns will unveil and debut a brand new monstrous look for his title match against Jey Uso. One of our sources has mentioned that Vince had previously told Roman Reigns before the big dog's return to basically get in the best shape of his life, due to the fact that Vince was planning on changing Roman's ring attire drastically when he would return to TV as a heel, and apparently Roman Reigns' new ring gear will look somewhat similar to what Reigns wore in NXT for a period of time, with Roman likely to be wearing some kind of trunks with his name on it, with Vince reportedly believing that now that Roman has gotten himself into tremendous shape and is looking more muscular and monstrous than ever before, Reigns can now pull off this new look and get rid of the Shield style attire that covers up most of his body, something that was apparently strategic back in the day when Roman wasn't very defined muscular wise and looked more intimidating with a vest on. As well, there is a rumor going around that Roman Reigns will also make the walk to the ring at Clash of Champions 2020 with a brand new theme song as well, to fit his monstrous heel persona better. Make sure you guys let us know your thoughts on Roman Reigns' rumored huge new look and ring gear to be unveiled at Clash of Champions. And do you think that Reigns also needs a new theme song to match his heel persona? Make sure you sound off in the comment section down below, and do give us your thoughts and opinions on the matter.